My mom was a professor. My dad was a business executive. Grew up in Delhi, good family values. My mom is very God-fearing. Um, she teaches Sanskrit, which is like Latin from where of Hindi language. My dad, a very driven executive and business person. So I got good training of spirituality versus what it means to be a capitalist. And so those two together can do wonders. I did my undergrad in India at IIT Delhi, graduated from there, was lucky enough to get a fellowship.
Can you explain like
Absolutely.
how important that is and what is,
I went to IIT, Indian Institute of Technology, in uh, 1988 and graduated in 1992. It's actually even a more difficult school to get into than Stanford. So they were the best athletes in the world that you and I know. They practice like crazy. They get up at 5 a.m., they go to the gym, they practice to get a three-pointer right. They've tried it 1,000 times before, every day, right? So you learn so much from practice.
Mm.
But I believe the most you learn is from failures. Failures of yours, failures of your coaches, and failures of your mentors, friends, and advisors. So to me, surrounding yourself by excellence, you cannot become an expert at everything. Experience counts for something. So if I'm trying to become a good parent, I can read, then I learn through parenting. But why won't I ask people who have already parented? That's what world-class athletes do. If I'm a tennis player, I have somebody who helps me improve myself. Somebody helps me improve my background. Somebody for my anger management issues, right? So I would say learn from books. Good. You can read blogs. You can watch me.
Nobody wants to fail. Nobody starts something to fail.
Mm.
I think for myself, I'm like 15 years into being in my startup, and I still think about the mistakes from 2010. Was the company I started that, petered out, or the big mistakes that I made along that way. I mean, it's very hard to sort of, and the older you get, I think it becomes harder. When you're young, you haven't made those mistakes. So it's kind of like, the world is your oyster. You can do anything you want. And then as you make mistakes along the way, and hopefully you learn from them, but like, those little seeds of doubt kind of sit in the back of your brain,
Yep, they
in
do.
your heart. And you have to find ways to, and what I'm sort of hearing from you is like, you have to learn from them, so that you can get better, so that you can improve. But you also, so you can't like completely push it out so that it never happened, but you also can't let that sort of that feeling and that voice sort of overcome the things that you actually want to accomplish.
Yeah, yeah. I think you have to just learn from it. I always tell myself and others, let's make new mistakes. Let's not make the same mistakes. We're still going to make mistakes because we're all humans, because we are going after things which haven't been done before, right? I don't know what you and I are going to be discussing today, right? So let's just have fun and assemble things along the way, right? But there's enough pattern recognition, and that's why I always believe giving those 10,000 hours yourselves or listening to other people who are your advisors, parents, mentors, who have given those hours will only make you better. So listening to me, whether you listen from books, your advisors, your parents, your mentors, your board members, is a very important skill. Very important skill.
And asking for that help, and yeah, being willing to listen. And I hear so many people talk about, well, I need a mentor, I need this, or need that. And it's like, I love how you said your parents, and I'm blessed to have incredible parents as you do. Not everybody has that, but like, you have to find people, I think, that are not financially motivated in the decisions you make, right? People that can kind
Yeah.
of look at objectively at you, but still really deeply care about what you're doing. And those take time, right? Those take,
Yep.
and
You
if
have
you're
to
not
get
born
lucky.
with them, you need to build them. You
Yep.
need to build them over decades.
And that's the most important thing.
Yeah. Do you have mentors? Do you have people
Yeah.
that,
I've had many mentors along the way.
I think one of your professors at Stanford,
Yep.
he helped you get into your
Correct.
first startup,
Yeah.
right?
So his name is Anup Gupta. He was my advisor and we had worked on this Stanford project to essentially put Stanford classes on the internet.
Yeah.